A single calendar hung in the wrong place can block your wealth and throw off the energy flow of your entire home. It might sound strange, but I have seen quite a few homeowners struggling with music, money, health, and even family issues. And sometimes the root cause is surprisingly simple. The calendar is just in the wrong spot. Hello there, I am Master Lin, a Foon expert with over 30 years of experience in researching and applying traditional Foon to modern life. To most music people, a calendar is just something you use to check dates, but in Funyu it is much music more than that. A calendar represents the movement of time. It connects human beings with the energy of the heavens, the earth, and the ever-shifting currents of destiny all around us. Safes and refrigerators belong to the metal element, music representing wealth and stored abundance. These objects need stillness to hold fortune. Yet many people hang calendars above safes or on top of refrigerators, unknowingly placing moving time over still wealth, disturbing prosperity. A calendar symbolizes motion. Every day, music brings a new page. When that energy rests on something meant to stay calm, balance is lost. The result, money flows in and out too fast. Wealth slips away. Businesses face ups and downs without reason. The refrigerator also represents abundance and nourishment. When its steady energy is disrupted by constant movement, the household may feel unstable, music, or short of resources. I once met a family who did this. Early in the year, they faced sudden expenses, car repairs, music, rising bills, and failed plans. After moving the calendar to a brighter wall near the window, just a few weeks later, they set the first spot above the front door frame. The main door is considered the music mouth of energy for your home. It is where the very first flow of energy enters from the outside. When you hang a calendar directly above the doorway, you unintentionally create pressure on the flow of time, making it harder for positive energy to come in. It is like placing a big rock in the path of wealth. Over time, the music energy gets blocked and good fortune struggles to reach you. The homeowner may feel like work is not going smoothly or that opportunities keep slipping away. Especially for those who run a business, this music small detail could have a noticeable impact on income, and they may not even realize why. The second spot in the bathroom or in damp, humid areas. Bathrooms are full of negative, stagnant music energy. They hold the strongest yin energy in any home. When you hang a calendar, a symbol of life and the movement of time in such a music space, it is as if you are letting time get washed away with the waste. Music, this could cause your wealth and good luck to literally drain away. People living in that environment, music may often feel tired, emotionally down, or even experience health issues with no clear explanation. Music, remember, any area filled with impure energy should never be home to a powerful symbol of active positive life force like a music calendar. The third spot inside the bedroom, your bedroom is meant to be a peaceful place. Music, a space for rest and recharging after a long day. A calendar, however, represents constant movement and change, which brings a very active energy. If you hang one in the bedroom, especially right above the headboard, you are inviting unrest into a space that should music be calm. As a result, you may sleep poorly, have nightmares, or wake up feeling exhausted. For older individuals or those with underlying health conditions, this can have an even stronger negative music effect. The fourth spot behind the front door. Many people hang calendars on the inside of the main door just for convenience. At first glance, this might seem music, practical, easy to see, and quick to access. But in Funu, it is actually a serious mistake. That inner door surface is where wealth energy first connects with your home. If a calendar is placed there, the energy that is just music entering is immediately disrupted by time's shifting flow, and the money music luck never gets a chance to settle. People living in such homes often feel like nothing music ever truly works out, or that big opportunities always seem just out of reach. The fifth music spot on top of a safe or refrigerator. Safes and refrigerators' music belong to the metal element, symbolizing wealth and stored abundance. These items need stillness to music preserve fortune. Yet many people hang calendars above safes or on top of refrigerators for convenience, unknowingly placing moving time over still wealth, disrupting their prosperity. A calendar embodies motion. Each music day, a new page. When that energy rests on what should remain calm, the balance is shaken. The result, money comes and goes too fast. Wealth cannot stay. Businesses face unexplained ups and downs. Remember, music, the refrigerator, represents abundance and nourishment. If its energy is overwhelmed by the calendar's music movement, the household may feel unstable or always short on resources. I once met a family who did this. From early in the year, they faced random expenses, car troubles, rising bills, failed budgets. Music, after moving the calendar to a brighter wall near the window just weeks later, music, they said, we do not know if it is coincidence or not, but somehow the money is starting to stay with us. The sixth spot, near the staircase. Staircases are zones where energy music is constantly shifting, going up and down without rest. Hanging a calendar here, especially at the top or bottom of the stairs, music means mixing moving time with moving energy, leading to a lack of stability. Wealth becomes hard to accumulate, blessings scatter easily, and the people living there might feel restless, unable to focus, and not sleeping well. Instead of placing a calendar directly at the staircase, try moving it to a side wall or a corner with gentle light. This allows the flow of time to move calmly, music not get swept up in the rhythm of footsteps. When the energy inside your home settles, music, your destiny, becomes more grounded and time begins to nourish you instead of pulling your luck away. The seventh spot, facing the altar. The altar is a sacred music space. It connects the material world with the spiritual one, the present with the ancestors. When a calendar music faces the altar, it creates a clash, the flowing nature of time versus the stillness and timelessness of music, the altar. This can disrupt spiritual energy and cause a disconnect between your home and its music, ancestral blessings. The outcome, family tension, rituals that feel ineffective, and a fading sense of sacred connection within the home. So, there you have it. Music, 7 locations that you should absolutely music avoid, no matter how convenient or aesthetically pleasing they may seem. Take a look around your home right now. Is your calendar in any of these spots? Sometimes music, just one small adjustment can lead to a massive shift in your home's energy flow. And if you have already placed your music calendar in one of those locations, do not worry. Every mistake is an opportunity to improve. The fact that you have read this music far already means you are taking the first step toward better fun in your own home. In the next section, I will share with you the 8 most auspicious places to hang your calendar so that it not only helps you music keep track of dates, but also attracts wealth, blessings, and good fortune music into your life. First location, the living room facing east or southeast. The living room is the heart of your home. It is where family gathers, guests are welcomed, and energy circulates music most actively. The east represents new beginnings and fresh life energy. The southeast is associated with the wealth sector in Funyu. So when you hang your calendar on the east or southeast wall of the music living room, you are aligning the flow of time with positive, uplifting energy. It feels like your music luck is finally flowing in the right direction. One important tip, make sure the calendar is easy to see but not placed in harsh lighting. Let natural sunlight reach it music and avoid blocking it with large furniture. When energy flows freely, wealth and opportunity have a way of finding music you, even when you least expect it. A homeowner I know once moved their calendar from a southwest wall to an east-southeast wall in the living room. Just a few music weeks later, they received a new partnership offer. Nothing huge, but enough to lift everyone's music spirits and make them feel something has definitely changed. Second location, near a window or where music, natural light shines through. Sunlight and fresh air are key ingredients for good energy flow. Placing your calendar music near a window where natural light touches it allows time to merge with sunlight rather than being hidden in music shadows. The result, your calendar is no longer just a tool for tracking dates. It becomes a source of good energy in your space. When sunlight falls on your calendar, flipping music to a new page each day feels like refreshing the energy of your home. Everything feels lighter, more inspired. Just make sure the music calendar is not blocked by thick curtains and avoid placing it where time and light cannot dance music together freely. I remember visiting a friend who lived in a small apartment. He had his calendar right by the window, but the curtains were always closed to block the sun. I suggested he open the curtains and move the calendar slightly closer to the light. He laughed and said, "Strange. I only opened the curtain, and yet the whole room felt alive. I even felt a weight lift off my chest." Third location, next to a wall clock. Both clocks and calendars, sick, represent the flow of time, but in different ways. A clock reflects each ticking moment, while a calendar marks the broader journey, music of destiny. When placed side by side, not overlapping or facing each other, they form a complete timeline, music in your home. Each tick of the clock and flip of the calendar music page refreshes time's energy, syncing your luck with life's rhythm. In traditional Fun, this is called double harmony of time. Two-time music flows working together to reduce delays and bring smoother progress. This setup is especially ideal for middle-aged adults who value steady routines and inner balance. One rule: never place the calendar right under or touching the clock that compresses time, restricting energy flow. Leave a hand's width between them. Keep the calendar at eye level with soft light falling on it. That way the clock keeps you on track while the calendar reminds you each day has meaning. An older friend once said he kept a calendar under his clock and had trouble sleeping. I told him, let time breathe, shift the calendar to the side. A week later he laughed. The house feels calm again, and so do I. Sometimes good fun is simply how we treat time. Fourth location, near the dining table. Family meals are when members connect, share stories, and rebuild their bond. When you place a calendar near the dining table, not too close, but in a spot where everyone can see it, it turns family time into something more meaningful. Time no longer just passes. It becomes a marker of memories and love. From a venue perspective, placing the calendar near the dining area helps preserve the flow of wealth and harmony in the home. Because eating at the right time, speaking at the right moment, and enjoying the right energy all form a balanced harmony between yin and yang. In that kind of environment, wealth comes easier and well-being follows naturally. I suggest choosing a spot that faces the table without blocking any walkway, and avoid placing it right behind where someone is sitting so that it does not interfere with posture or the natural flow of energy between family members. Fifth location, near a Buddha, painting, or other sacred positive symbols. When a calendar is placed near a Buddha painting, a statue or symbols like blessing, wealth, or compassion, you are connecting the concept of time with spiritual values. The calendar is no longer just about keeping track of days. It becomes a symbol of meaningful time. Each time you flip the page, it is a moment to reflect on your values, your intentions, and the kind of energy you want to invite into your life. The energy from sacred images is deeply calming and magnetic. It attracts goodness rather than forcing things. By placing a calendar near these objects, you align your fortune not just with luck, but with virtue and good deeds. One person once told me, I placed my calendar next to a statue of Kuan Yin. Every morning when I look at it, I am reminded of what I should do today. Work feels lighter. Helpful people appear more often, but do not place the calendar so close that it overwhelms the sacred symbol. Leave space between them so that the energy can flow freely and naturally. Sixth location, in a breezy, well-lit hallway. A hallway is like a bloodstream. It carries energy from the front door into every part of the home. When you hang a calendar in a hallway with good light, fresh air, and enough space, you are allowing time to flow in harmony with the natural circulation of energy. When time flows gently with good energy, fortune has fewer obstacles. Unlike enclosed rooms, a hallway lets your calendar see the day and feel the breeze. It becomes a part of the environment. If there is a window or natural ventilation, the effect is even stronger. Just avoid hanging it under harsh ceiling lights, near lowered ceilings, or crowded areas so the energy does not get stuck. A homeowner in a suburban area once told me that after placing their calendar at the end of the hallway near the stairs, they felt lighter going up and down the house. He said, Every night when the planes fly overhead and the hallway lights up, it is like the whole house glows with it. Seventh location, in a study room or home office, in a place where you work or study, a calendar does more than just show music, the date. It reminds you daily time is passing. What are you doing with it? The study room is where the mind opens, knowledge flows, music and calm focus is restored. Here, a calendar serves as a gentle reminder, not a loud alarm. When you open your calendar in this space every morning, you put yourself in control of your time, not just watching it pass by without purpose. The energy of wisdom and the energy of time blend together, sparking creativity and helping you stay motivated and productive. Do not place the music calendar in a dark, hidden corner, or it will lose its reminder power. Keep music at eye level, but not directly facing a window to avoid harsh glare. Eighth location, next to a fun plant or healthy greenery. Green plants represent the wood element which nourishes earth, music, and in turn gives rise to metal, the element of wealth. Placing a calendar, music, which represents earth energy next to a healthy plant, creates a space where time does not feel rigid but full of vitality. Plants' music keep the energy flowing and boost the power of time to attract positive outcomes. This energy is not just time passing. It becomes time growing like a tree, adding new leaves each day. You will feel it every time you look at your calendar beside the plant. You will think, I am growing along with my good fortune. Just be sure the plant is alive and well with firm, green, healthy leaves. A withered plant is like a broken lifeline, and the energy aru. ND, it weakens. Leave a small gap between the plant and the calendar so they both have space to breathe. When air flows smoothly, music good fortune follows. So now you already know where to hang a calendar. Those special spots where flipping to a new page helps unlock positive energy, activate blessings, music, and attract abundance in a natural way. But even with the calendar in music and a precious location, many people still feel stuck, facing delays at work, financial instability, or a heavy, unexplained music tension in their home. The problem often does not lie in where the calendar is music placed, but in how it is placed. Hanging the calendar at night when yin energy is strongest, choosing dark or harsh images, or simply keeping an old, torn calendar because they do not want to waste it. These small details are enough to disrupt the natural rhythm, music of time and stop good energy from gathering. So before you hang a new calendar, take a moment to review music, these 6 common fun mistakes, because sometimes music is not the position that drives wealth away, but the way you treat time itself. Mistake number, music 1, replacing the calendar at night. Many households have the habit of waiting until nighttime music to hang the new calendar, thinking it is more convenient after work. But in Funyu, nighttime is when yin energy is dominant and yang energy is weak. If you introduce music, the new time flow during this period, you are essentially launchy. Hang it in a space filled with low, heavy energy, which can cause your home's energy to stall from the very start. This can lead to delays, unstable moods, or sluggish music progress in work, all stemming from what seemed like a small task. One homeowner once told me, I changed the calendar late last night, and this morning the whole house felt stuck. After I suggested they wait and do it the next morning instead, they said, it really felt different, like a weight had been lifted from the house. Let your new calendar go live with the sunrise, so its energy flows in harmony with the daylight and yang energy. Mistake music number 2, reusing old or torn calendars. Sometimes people hesitate to throw away an old calendar. Maybe it still looks okay, or it is just music missing a few pages. But a used calendar is a symbol of time that has already fulfilled its purpose. Hanging it again is like holding on to the fortune of the past year and blocking the flow of new energy. This leads to a stuck feeling where new energy cannot, music come in, and old energy refuses to leave. It can make you feel like you are going in circles, neither moving forward nor backward. I once met a family who kept a torn music calendar because they thought it still works. But within weeks, their business slowed down and the home felt oddly heavy. When they replaced it with a fresh, clean calendar, things started to improve noticeably, as if that one small change opened the door for new luck, and D gently closed the chapter on what no longer served them. Mistake number 3, choosing calendars with aggressive or gloomy images. Sometimes people buy calendars just because they are pretty or cheap without noticing the images or colors. Calendars with war scenes, music, angry faces, or dark tones can bring clashing, chaotic music energy into your home. Instead of feeling refreshed when turning the page, you might feel tension rising. According to a HENG publication, visuals and color strongly influence both emotion and energy flow. There was a small office where the calendar featured a fierce character and a dark color scheme. The owner said, "I have been more irritable lately, music, and my staff keeps avoiding conversations. After switching to a calendar with bright nature scenes, things calmed down." So when choosing a calendar, do not just look at the layout. Pay attention to the feeling it brings into music your space. Mistake number 4, hanging the calendar in the southwest corner. In the Bagua system of Funyu, the southwest represents the Kun energy connected to marriage, relationships, music, and family harmony. When you place a calendar, a symbol of movement and shifting time in this zone that naturally needs music, peace, and stability, you are introducing constant motion into a space meant to music stay grounded. The result, couples may struggle with miscommunication, emotional distance, or unnecessary arguments. A young couple once told me, "We argue all the time, and it never really makes sense." When I checked their home, I found the calendar sitting exactly music in the southwest corner. After moving it to the southeast wall, things changed, fewer fights and more understanding. This is not superstition. It is about understanding music, how to align energy with its proper space. When a still area is disturbed by a moving symbol, the harmony, music, gets quietly thrown off. Mistake number 5, discarding or burning the old calendar carelessly. A calendar is not just paper, music with dates. It is a record of the time that has passed. When you tear it down and throw it away or burn it without music intention, you are in a way showing a lack of respect for the time that has shaped your past year. This can impact the music energy flow in your home more than you might expect. Many Funyu experts emphasize that replacing a music calendar should be done at a good time, and the old one should be disposed of with care. After removing the old calendar, fold it neatly and place it in a clean area, music, or keep it in a paper box for a day before letting it go. This is not about superstition. It is about symbolically separating the old time from the new time. By doing this, you make space for the new energy to enter smoothly. Mistake number 6, using oversized calendars with loud colors placed right in your direct line of sight. A large calendar with bold colors placed right in front of you, music, might sound convenient, easy to see, and quick to check, but it can feel like time is watching you. You may start asking yourself every time you glance at it, how many days do I have left? Am I behind? Am I doing enough? Instead of inspiring you, the calendar becomes a source of pressure. As pressure builds, energy gets stuck. Your mind feels cramped, and that can affect both your health and your performance. I once visited a small shop where the owner had placed a huge calendar right in front of the cashier counter. She said, "I see it every day, but lately it just makes me feel tense and tired." I suggested a smaller, softer colored calendar placed slightly off to the side. Later she smiled and said, "Music, it is strange. Same space, but it feels so much lighter. Now sometimes all you need to do is shrink time down just a little, and suddenly both your space and your mind feel much bigger and calmer." If you've followed along this far, music, congratulations. You've just uncovered 6 seemingly small mistakes, music, that can actually have a major impact when it comes to choosing or replacing a calendar. Take a moment to check your home. If you notice any of these issues, music, make a change, because every mindful action locks in good energy and opens new paths for wealth and blessings to flow. A calendar may seem simple, just a way to track dates, but in Funyu it holds powerful energy. It represents time itself, the unseen force shaping your health, wealth, music, and harmony. Nai, when you place it in the right spot at the right moment with respect, you align with the universe's flow. But even a small mistake in how you choose, hang, or handle it, music can unbalance that flow and disrupt your peace. In Funyu, no music detail is meaningless. Every move shows how present and intentional you are in your space. Let your calendar stand as a symbol of awareness, music, grace, and harmony between you and the universe. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment with the phrase, "I open my heart to receive new opportunities with positive time music energy." I will see you again in upcoming videos on Master Lin Funyu, where every little detail in your home can become a key to unlocking prosperity, peace, and a grounded life in the middle of a fast-moving world.